The deployment of Britain's 120 Squadron and its P-8A Poseidon aircraft to Iceland marks a renewed phase of vigilance across one of the world's most strategically sensitive maritime corridors. Operating from Keflavik Air Base, the squadron has returned to the familiar but increasingly contested waters of the North Atlantic, where geopolitical tensions, expanding undersea infrastructure, and renewed submarine activity have combined to elevate the importance of persistent airborne surveillance. For the Royal Air Force, this mission is not simply a routine rotation but a reaffirmation of the United Kingdom's commitment to NATO's northern defense architecture and a demonstration of the capabilities of a modern maritime patrol fleet rebuilt after more than a decade of absence. The location of the deployment is no accident. The Greenland-Iceland United Kingdom Gap, commonly known as the GIUK Gap, has regained its status as a critical gateway between the maritime domains of North America and Europe. Throughout the Cold War, this narrow seam of ocean served as a key detection line for monitoring Soviet submarine movements between the Arctic and the North Atlantic. Today, the strategic stakes are remarkably similar, but the range of risks has expanded well beyond military patrols. Undersea communication cables now carry an overwhelming majority of global data traffic, offshore energy installations support national power grids, and the Arctic's gradual transformation has opened new shipping possibilities and with them potential vulnerabilities. The Poseidon deployment sits squarely at the intersection of these shifting dynamics, offering surveillance capacity and deterrence that are both timely and essential. The RAF's investment in the P-8A Poseidon fleet has fundamentally reshaped the United Kingdom's ability to operate in this environment. The retirement of the Nimrod aircraft left a long-standing gap that allies felt acutely, especially as submarine operations evolved. Today's Poseidon, derived from the Boeing 737-800 but heavily modified for maritime operations, presents a combination of speed, endurance, and sensor integration that far surpasses the capabilities of its predecessors. Its mission architecture revolves around an advanced multi-mode radar system, high-resolution electro-optical imaging, and sophisticated acoustic processing platforms capable of handling hundreds of sonobuoys simultaneously. This fusion of technologies enables crews to detect, classify, and track potential threats with precision, while sharing real-time data with NATO's maritime command structures to maintain a coherent operational picture. Armed capability is another cornerstone of the platform's relevance. The P-8A can launch Mark 54 lightweight torpedoes from an internal weapons bay and carry anti-ship missiles on its external pylons, depending on national policy and operational requirements. The aircraft can also be tasked with mine deployment or search and rescue drops, giving it a range of responses from non-kinetic support to offensive engagement. This versatility ensures that the Poseidon is not solely an information-gathering asset but an active contributor to both deterrence and combat operations if needed. Its design, incorporating components and technologies from multiple allied defense suppliers, enhances interoperability across NATO and supports doctrinal alignment in maritime surveillance, targeting, and intelligence sharing. Operationally, the deployment of 120 Squadron to Iceland provides an opportunity to apply NATO's Agile Combat Employment principles in real-world conditions. These concepts, originally developed to respond to the increasing vulnerability of fixed bases, emphasize dispersal, flexibility, and the ability to sustain operations from small, remote, or temporary locations. Keflavik offers a suitable environment to practice such methods. Maintaining high aircraft readiness with a limited logistics footprint requires careful orchestration of maintenance schedules, supply chains, and support personnel. Crews must operate under emission control conditions, balancing the need to remain undetected against the imperative to gather intelligence. Even under radio silence or restricted signaling scenarios, the Poseidon must continue to feed critical information into the Alliance's command networks, demonstrating the robustness of its data systems and the professionalism of its operators. The broader strategic context surrounding this mission underscores its significance. Russian submarine patrols in the high north have remained consistent, and some units now carry weapon systems capable of striking targets at long distances with greater accuracy. Meanwhile, Several incidents and intelligence assessments over recent years have highlighted the potential vulnerability of undersea cables and energy infrastructure to state or non-state interference. As nations become more dependent on digital connectivity and offshore energy networks, the requirement to monitor and protect these assets has intensified. The RAF's presence in Iceland contributes to a layered defense strategy in which air, naval, and space-based systems collectively maintain situational awareness and deter adversary activity. For Iceland, a NATO member without an independent military, hosting such deployments reinforces its role as a crucial contributor to alliance security despite its geographic isolation. Cooperation between Icelandic authorities, RAF personnel, and allied naval forces enhances shared operational understanding and helps maintain readiness across the region. For the United Kingdom, the mission reflects a broader pattern of defense recalibration, with maritime patrol aviation once again positioned as a central pillar of national and allied security policy. The timing aligns with London's emphasis on the North Atlantic and Arctic as priority areas within its defense strategies, recognizing the need for credible and sustained capabilities in a rapidly evolving environment. Ultimately, the presence of the P-8A Poseidon in Iceland sends a clear message: NATO remains deeply invested in the security of the North Atlantic, and the United Kingdom is committed to playing a leading role in safeguarding this vital region. The deployment blends advanced technology, strategic necessity, and operational resilience, offering a comprehensive contribution to the alliance's maritime posture. As geopolitical tensions continue to shape military planning and undersea infrastructure becomes increasingly central to national interests, missions like this one demonstrate how modern air power can protect critical spaces far beyond the sight of civilian populations. Through consistent rotations, coordinated surveillance, and the effective use of cutting-edge platforms, the RAF is helping ensure that the North Atlantic remains a stable and well-monitored gateway between continents at a time when its importance has seldom been greater.